is Tenabale, and thank you so much for coming on in the room and joining me today. I'm going to be talking about crocheting. I'm going to be working on a sassy scarf, a sassy boucle ribbon yarn scarf. Perhaps talking about a book that I am reading. What else? Catching up, okay? What's it called? Update captain's blog, if you will. I am the captain over here, okay? I okay. And yeah, that's it's a light, floaty update uh vlog. um, the thumbnail that I used is a picture that I took during a specific full moon. I think that was the beaver. It was if it wasn't the beaver full moon, it was the one, the specific full moon just before the beaver full moon. Which one was that? Was it the harvest moon? I think I was out. Yeah. That's the harvest moon. Yeah, I don't think I got out there for the beaver full moon. I don't think I got outside for that. But I think that's the harvest. I think that's the harvest full moon. Yeah. So I took quite a few pictures of that. So I have several pictures to share and display. I went out there during the maiden, the mother, and the crone. So 3 nights in a row, I went on out there and enjoyed the moonrise. Okay, yeah, I wrapped my brain around the fact that there is a moonrise just as well as there's a sunrise. So I went on out there and enjoyed the moonrise. Have you enjoyed the moonrise specifically? Uh, I have here the review. What is? Oh man, I forgot to put it what is called horizontally. I was trying to set up stuff and oopsie doodle. It's not horizontal. Horizontal. It's not horizontal. Um, vertical and horizontal mixed. Okay, that's what horizontal is. It's vertical. Yeah, because it's a new day, so I had to switch out my titles and descriptions and things. And I may be talking about some what 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 watch alongs that I've enjoyed. Um, that's how I've been watching shows and movies these days is with watch alongs. Um, so I did see a couple of movies, and I am watching a couple of shows through watch along. So that's why I got that up because I may go into that. Let's see. Now what I didn't do is share the live stream out. I haven't done that yet. So perhaps I need to go ahead and do that. That. Okay. Hold on. Check my volume. Turn my volume up. Now, okay, the melodies of this or that. Let's see about sharing the live. Sharing the live. Sharing the live. Sharing the live. Okay. All right, we're all shared out. We're all shared out. Okay, so update with my crochet. I have to say I've been utilizing my tools and I have like a jumbo, I don't know what it's called, no jumbo large knitting needle. I only have one at the moment. However, it doesn't matter the number, okay? At this moment. What I did, okay, let me back up because I was so excited. I did a thing, okay. So I had the boucle yarn wrapped into a ball from the skein. Okay, it was a skein and then I made it a ball. And I did several attempts to make myself a boucle sachet scarf. Well, at a certain point, the boucle yarn would have been untwisted. Okay, it would have been it twisted to the point where I couldn't untwist it, and I couldn't make any more stitches with it. I couldn't. I guess because I had it in a ball, it wasn't in the skein. Like if you have it in the skein, you could just like take the skein and turn it round, and that'll be sufficient. Because the first boucle scarves that I made for Christmas, because I actually made several for as Christmas gifts, I used in the skein. And then when it got to this one, I wrapped it in a ball. Um, don't wrap it in a ball. I mean, if you do, then you'll have to do what I did to rectify the situation. Let me make sure my mic is on because I'm about to tell you guys a very great gem in working with this boucle yarn. I mean, I know the gem because it's working beautifully for me. So what I did was after my several attempts working with the ball and it just not going well. I had to redo that, like several times. So I was like, I'm gonna have to take this boucle sassy yarn out of this ball and turn it into a ribbon style. So I took my dun, 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 large giant crochet needle. And I like the fact that I did this because okay, so the crochet no, the knitting needle has like the stopper on the bottom. I thought about using my jumbo crochet hook, but it doesn't have a stopper at the bottom like a crochet needle, like a knitting needle does. So left my crochet hook, my jumbo crochet hook alone for now. Went to my knitting needle, my giant knitting needle, and I began to uh, first unravel the ball. Had to unravel it, ravel it, ravel it. And what I did was I did my best to untwist it as I'm unraveling it. Untwisted it at the end when I got to the end of the ball, that ribbon part there, and then untwisted it as much as I could in the middle because that's where it was mostly twisted at. It was already untwisted at the beginning because that's the part that I had done work with and untwisted it already. And so I took the large giant knitting needle and I wrapped it I wrapped the boucle sassy yarn, ribbon yarn onto the giant knitting needle. Just wrapped it. I thought might have needed to wrap it like going up and down the needle, but I didn't. I just stayed mostly in one spot and just wrapped it like by the time I finished wrapping it, it looked like as I was wrapping it, it looked like a ribbon. It looked like a ribbon, right? Because that's what it is. It's a ribbon yarn. So it was giving that bundle of ribbon effect. So I was like, I'm gonna need a way to be able to turn this ribbon if it starts when it starts twisting. So I figured by it being on the giant knitting needle, I could turn the giant knitting needle as I needed. So got the yarn on there, began the scarf, and then I've gotten further than any of my other attempts with the scarf so far. The scarf hasn't, the yarn hasn't twisted. It hasn't twisted. It's staying straight like a ribbon, and I just turn to give myself some more ribbon to work with, some more ribbon yarn to work with. So I'm like, oh, yay, I did it. Yay. It took some effort. It took some effort. So I was like, okay, so this is a great way to do the ribbon yarn if somehow your ribbon yarn gets off the skein, out of the skein, because that's what happened to my ribbon yarn. It got out of the skein like I was gonna work with it or whatever, whatever, but didn't wind up working with it at the moment. So yeah, this is a great way to get it in a ribbon format and work with it in a ribbon format. So I'm liking in that. I'm liking that. So that's my update for my uh crochet. That's what I'm working on currently. Um, a little in the background, just a little bit, just a little bit. I'm working on a slipper, a warm slipper. I got that to finish, and then I got another one to make a pair. I'm working on that. Um, I started a what is it called? A drag oil, a baby drag oil. I'm working on the wing of that and counting my rows with that. Is there anything else that it's at least like two other projects that that I was working on as well, but those are the like most near and dear to my heart at the moment. I'll be making some more ribbon uh yarn scarves, but it's a different wait, is it called yeah, I think it's Sassy Boucle. I think it's still Sassy Boucle, even though it's different um than the one I'm working with now. The one I'm working with now is it's Sassy Boucle. It's a ribbon. It's like it's lacy. The other ribbon yarn that I have is more ribbon than lacy. So this one I'm working on is lacy. The other one I'll be working on is more ribbon, and I haven't worked with it just yet. So this will be my first time working. I have worked with it, but I haven't finished working with it. Like I've started projects with it. I've started a scarf with it, but it hasn't come to the fatura. Like it haven't come to the for front. It hasn't come to the foreground. That it hasn't come. Yeah, I'll be working with that shortly because I have a bit of that. I'll be making a one skein scarf, and then I'll double it up with a two skeins, double two 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 together maybe. Yeah. So those are in the work, or no, they're not in the works. They like up next. Yeah, they up next. I have some amigurumis up next. Gotta yeah. So yeah. So those are what's up next. Some amigurumis, like they're like friend pale amigurumis. Um, I think I may with the I'm trying to see how I'm gonna do the pattern. I liked how I did the pattern with the other book. I tried to do the pattern like in the book, like read the book, but I didn't have my book opener, my book holder that holds the books open, which that might not have worked or whatever, but um what I did was like took a picture of the page and uploaded it. How did I do that? I took a picture. No, it's more than a picture. Like it'll say like scan or something like that. I don't know if I can do that, but I took a picture, basically taking a picture. And yeah. So it's like a scan, and then you can upload it. Like you could save it as a PDF. I liked when I did that with the other pattern. However, I'm utilizing a different device. That device has since went on to glory alert. So yes, R.I.P. to that device. R.I.P. to that device. You did your thing. You held it down. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm utilizing a different device. Um, so perhaps I'll be able to do a similar thing, where I can uh take a picture. What am I taking a picture of? I'm trying to think. What is the book? Oh yeah, I have the the pattern in like on a glossy instruction guide. Um, maybe I'll uh, upload it and be able to save it as a PDF or something that I can keep open and be able to like mark on as I'm working on the pattern, like something similar to how I did utilizing the other device. Maybe I don't know. I don't know because this is a smaller screen that I'm working with. The other screen was a little larger. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know. We shall see. Uh, moving on. um, cause I'm just trying to think, and my brain is like kind of going like do 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 do. Like I could possibly if I could make it a if I can make it a D what is it called a PDF, I could send it to my Kindle apparatus and open it in there, and it'll stay open in there. Have you guys done that? Do you guys do that? I'm trying to think if I've done that. Um, Not for that pattern. The specific pattern I'm talking about is the camisole that I was working on. And I got a great idea for that camisole. I sent it to my iBooks, and I was able to open it in my iBooks after I made it a PDF. Um, so my idea, my update for my camisole, when it came to the top of the cup, going into the strap portion of the pattern, I I got a eureka because I was using like a 6 or a 6.5, and I didn't like how the top of the cup came together with a like a open gape. And so I had the aha moment too in that part of the pattern, switch uh switch crochet hook sizes so that part can be closed up like I would like it, and then either continue with the smaller size hook or either switch back to um, the 6.5 that I was working with. But yeah, the 6.5, it kind of was making like scallop shapes. So maybe I want to see what the rest of the strap looks like in a smaller crochet hook size. So yeah, that was my eureka moment because I thought I had to do the whole shirt over in a smaller hook size. But yeah, the eureka is just when I get to that part, because I really didn't have any qualms with it other than that part. Like that part was just not it for me because of the openness of it all. Like I don't know, just the way it came together. So that would be a great spot to set down the large hook and pick up like a smaller hook, like maybe a 5.5 or a 5, and close that up together, and that would be perfect. I think that would be perfect. And continue that strap and enjoy my camisole. Yes, because I wouldn't mind making another one in green. And I was trying to think if I needed to make a use a smaller hook size for the whole shirt or not. So yeah, I'll see. Like I got options. Like I could use the smaller hook for the whole shirt, or I could use my 6.5 for the whole shirt and then switch it to the smaller hook. So I'm gonna bring it back out, change up the hook size, do that top portion of the uh, cup and see how I like that and go from there. Okay, so that's the update on the camisole. On the patterns. Hmm, yeah, that's things that are up next. Um, I do have a book that I'm enjoying by Ellis, Else Kennedy, and I've just like this is like my third book of this author's, and so far it's my favorite. I did like the first one. I like the titles. I like the covers. But this one I'm liking like the story from beginning to where I'm at now. I'm on chapter 6. I've yeah. So when I read again, I'll be reading chapter 6. There was a couple of days where I didn't. It feels like a couple of days. It might have just been one day that I didn't read. So I rectified that yesterday and read, but it might have been a couple of days. Anyways, I'm like, oh my goodness, this going on 2 days I hadn't read. So, but it felt like it was 2 days. It was going on 2 days. If it hadn't been 2 days, it was going on 2 days. I was like, oh, I've got to get reading. So read a chapter. I like reading this book in chapter clumps. I kind of be like, okay, if I could just get to the next chapter, I can stop reading. But sometimes I do be wanting to stop in the middle of the chapter, but I'm like, but just go on, just keep reading. I don't know, like this book, this is a great book to read chapter by chapter. Um, I don't know if I recognize that in the other books, but I'm recognizing it in this book.